That's right, only 3 more days to the big show.
Once again, we are called upon to restore innocence. We burn this witch. We vanquish evil. Don't be afraid. It's okay. It's okay. Mama's coming.
Hello? Hello, Mike. Boy, the dominoes keep falling, don't they, in the coaching world? I didn't think we were going to see that many coaching changes. I was thinking maybe 1 or 2, but one coaching change leads to another, so on and so forth. It was announced this morning Wake Forest is hiring Washington State head coach Jake Dickert. Now, the interesting thing about this is Washington State's quarterback just left the program, and Coach Dickert was, moaning and groaning about his quarterback leaving, and then a few days later, he leaves. Imagine that. Honestly, I don't know what to think about this hire. Should Memphis be a Power 4 school? I've been saying for years I would like to have them in the ACC. I mean, they fit the ACC in every category, geographically, athletically. I'm assuming Memphis is a good school academically. I don't really know that. Somebody could probably let me know that. I'm sure it is. What's up, Gut Man? Got some bowl games tonight. Yeah, we got some bowl games tonight. How many of you guys watched that game last night? I won a little bit of money on that game. Yeah, West Virginia was down bad, and they came back. Still lost, but they came back and kept it close. Yeah, I actually watched the whole thing. Tennessee's beating Ohio State. Ryan Day already being replaced. Well, the rumors are that Mike Vrabel is going to be the next head coach at Ohio State. Now, again, just a rumor. But Mike Vrabel did play for Ohio State. He's an alum. There's been some weird coaching hires. So it wouldn't surprise me if Ohio State did hire Vrabel, but I don't know. As far as I know, he's never coached college ball, has he? I know he's an NFL guy. Yeah, well, Spank Mippleton, I'm not the one that said he's going to be the next head coach. It was Dan Orlovsky's the one that said it. Or where he didn't say it outright, he alluded to it. So, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Am I doing bowl media? No, I'm not in the media, bro. Well, the last thing you want to do is give me a press pass. You kidding me? It was probably, what, 2019? I had an opportunity to get a press pass for Clemson. Here's the problem when you do that. They control what you can and can't say. And I'm not going to just be the mouthpiece for Clemson football on YouTube. I have no interest in doing that at all. So, I mean, I guess it would be cool to be on the sideline during a game or something, but I'm not. I'm not just going to be a powder puff, sunshine pumper for Clemson. I got no interest in that. Playoff team? Yeah, Clemson's a playoff team in that.
Playoff team in that. Playoff team in that.
Dabo Swinney and Clemson. Tater. What? You say Taterade? Going down in the first round. My family loves Ohio State. They think they're getting Urban Meyer back. No, they're not. I don't think Urban Meyer wants to go back there. I mean, I guess I could be wrong. I have no idea who the softest team in the country is. I know you want me to say Ohio State, but they've got the number one defense in the country, so it's pretty hard for them to have the number one defense and be soft. I'll tell you who the softest team in the country is. Southern Cal. More breaking news. I think that didn't Southern Cal just announce that they're not firing Lincoln Riley? Because that was what a lot of people were thinking. So the Southern Cal fans thought and wanted Lincoln Riley to be fired. And now that he's not going to be fired, they have moved the goalpost and say, oh, well, he's not going to be fired now, but he won't make it through 6 games in 2025. He'll get fired then. So I mean, they're going to continue to say that until he actually is fired. Yeah, buyout was way too high because they gave him a ridiculous contract. The weather forecast for the shoe on Saturday night, from what I hear, it's going to be in the lower 20s with a wind chill of somewhere in the teens and cloudy. I don't think it's supposed to snow, though. And I actually think that favors Tennessee because Ohio State's the team that needs to throw the ball, not Tennessee. Tennessee can run the ball and win this game. If Ohio State wants to win it, they're going to have to throw it. Well, they're going to have to throw it and play, exceptional defense, which they are capable of doing. It's supposed to snow in Knoxville. I thought it didn't snow in Tennessee. That's what the Ohio State people said. Yeah, shit. It's going to be... Today is ridiculous. Today is like... It's going to get almost 80 degrees here where I am. But Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's supposed to get down in the low 20s at night. So it's about to take about a 60-degree swing in a matter of a couple of days. I'm assuming, I see Colby in here. Colby, is it going to be cold during the wedding? I haven't even looked at the weather forecast for where. I don't even know what the name of the town your wedding is in. I'm just. It's close to Augusta, right? So probably the same as Augusta. Warrenton. Let's take a look. All right, looks like Saturday, a high of 50, so it'll probably be in the 40s or around maybe, I don't know, upper 40s at the time of the wedding, and then 28, the low Saturday night. So you guys have the same weather we have going on. See, 26 on Sunday, high of 48. Same thing on Monday. Yeah, it's not too bad. You guys are getting married inside, though, right? You're not getting married outdoors. I mean, I don't know why anybody would have a wedding outdoors in December, so. Two offensive linemen out for Ohio State. Yeah. I don't know how much. I guess it's a big deal, but doesn't everybody have players that are out? I'm sure Tennessee has some guys that are out too. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on now. It's an open building. What? What do you mean by that? Like a tent? Did you guys rent a tent? You're all getting married in a circus tent, aren't you? God damn, man. Florida State themed wedding. Damn, you're getting married in a tent for real? Holy shit, man. Well, I'm trying to think if I have a good coat that goes with a black suit, because that's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a black suit. I don't think I have a black coat. I've got a brown coat. I've got like an army green coat. I'm not bringing my plant to the wedding. It'll die. It's happy right where it is. See? Want to see it? I don't have my lights on in here, so, but there it is. Look. I think I need to trim some of the bottom leaves off because there's a bunch of new leaves coming in. But it's happy right where it is. Of course the plant's still alive. I'm going to probably fertilize it today. I've had it for 3 months, I think. Well, it was sent to me right after my dad died. That was 3 months ago. So, I think it's ready for some food. Marriage is like a circus. Yeah, that's a good point. That's an excellent point. Yeah, start the circus off right away. Don't wait. Marriage is a circus, and Colby, you'll always be the clown. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know that right now. It's not even your choice. You don't have a choice. You're going to be the clown. From here until eternity. So have fun with that. You think I should give Colby the plant for the wedding gift? That would be funny. How would you know that, Josh? How do you know what the drones are doing? How are you privy to information that literally nobody else has? Is it because somebody on YouTube told you that, or? I find it hard to believe that they lost a nuclear warhead somewhere. How do you lose a nuke? Yeah, my lock for this weekend is Clemson plus 12, or whatever it is now. It opened up at 11. Last I saw was 11 and a half, but when I checked, what was it? Yeah, last night on the ACC show was at 12. I think they have a chance to win it outright, but definitely take the points. If you're talking about the point spread upset, Clemson all day. If you're talking about a straight out upset, that's a little bit more difficult there. Probably Tennessee. But I've already put money on Clemson at plus. I got it at 11 and a half. The under in the Tennessee game? Yeah, I like that too. Two good defenses, Tennessee and Ohio State, both have good defenses. Most of the time, if I'm betting the over-under, I'll live bet it. Like that's what I did last night with the West Virginia game. They got down bad in that game, and I live bet them to cover, I think it was 16. Yeah, I'm not doing any parlays. No. No parlays for me. I'm on a 4-week winning streak, though. That's not just betting college football. That's betting college basketball, some NBA games, some NFL games. Traveling Fools, are you at Waffle House or something? What's up, SE Country? So I went on last night just out of curiosity. I'm not going to go. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be at the wedding, but I'm not. Well, I never even planned on going to Texas to watch the game, but just out of curiosity, I went on. I forget what site it was. Vivid Seats, I think. Anyway, I was looking at the cost of the tickets. They had tickets for sale for like $100, which isn't bad. I'll be curious to see how many Clemson fans actually travel to Austin. Clemson travels pretty well. The only reason I think there probably won't be that many is because I think a lot of the people are holding out hope that Clemson wins, and then they only have to travel to Atlanta for the next game against Arizona State. Because even if the tickets are higher price for the second round in Atlanta, you don't have to pay for a plane ticket. You can, I mean, most people that live around anywhere in the, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida area can drive there. Why do you think that, Hoghead? $50 to go to the shoe? I don't know. That seems low to me. It is at a weird time for students, though, because, most of the students are home for break already. Where y'all getting the information that we're missing 32 nukes? I don't think that the government or the military or whoever would come out and say, "Hey, by the way, we're missing 32 nuclear warheads. Sorry. If you happen to see one, just call this 1-800 number." Yeah, exactly. Missing from where? $69, huh? That's not bad. I know we've got some stored here in Charleston at the Naval Weapons Station. They've been here since the 60s, I think.
The important thing is what we do with the mad that we feel in life.
Misplacements during military operation. How do you misplace a nuke? I'm calling bullshit on that.
Breathe in, breathe out.
I lost my keys one time. Is that the same? I think when they say they misplaced them, that means they sold them to somebody that they don't want you to know they sold them to. That's what I think that means. Yeah, they probably misplaced some recently. They're probably in Ukraine right now. All right, StreamYard is open. Now that I believe, if there's a nuclear submarine that sank or something and they're just sitting on the bottom of the ocean somewhere, that's believable. I mean, if a nuke went off at, 5,000 feet down somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, I don't know, it might cause a tidal wave or something, but it's not gonna hurt anybody. Yeah, tsunami. I don't know. I would love if Clemson were to go to Columbus. I would probably do anything I could to go and watch that game, just because it's Ohio State. They hate Clemson. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd like to go to Texas too, just for the experience. I want to go to Austin anyway, just to go there. But there's no hate between Texas and Clemson. They never played before, I actually have a good friend who's a Ohio State alum. I might just go with him. That way, he could show me around town. Plus, I could get a cheap plane ticket to Columbus. I would have to drive to Myrtle Beach, which is only 2 hours from me. But you can fly from Myrtle Beach to Columbus and from Columbus to Myrtle Beach for like $79. Now, it's on a shitty airline. I think Frontier and Spirit both fly there. But yeah, $79? That's cheaper than driving, way cheaper than driving. If Tennessee were to win this game and plant that flag, that might be the funniest thing ever. I don't think Ohio State players would let it happen, though. I think it would end up being a fight. I know they're pretending like they're going to make some law where you can't plant the flag in Ohio Stadium or something, but so if that does happen, if they let's pretend like they do pass that law in Ohio, which is silly, but let's say that they do. Who's the one that gets charged with the felony? The guy who plants the flag? Or, I mean, who do you charge with that? An SEC flag? No, that'd be dumb. They should just do a Tennessee flag. Yeah, I guess the guy who plants the flag. Did they hold the head coach of that team criminally liable for allowing his team to do it? See, this is the things you got to think about. An accessory? It would make more sense for the Big Ten just to do like the SEC did. You know how the SEC makes it a fine if your fans rush the field? Like, that's more believable than making a law about it. Like, if the Big Ten just said, hey, we fine anybody who plants a flag. But I guess that would only pertain to Big Ten schools, wouldn't it? So like Michigan, for example. I guess you can't find somebody outside of your own conference because they don't have to pay it. You know? It's kind of like when I went to Miami and I got those tickets in the mail for riding on the toll roads that I didn't know I was on because Miami's interstate system is a complete mess. I just didn't pay them. What are they going to do? I mean, I don't live in Florida. Fuck them. Paying that ticket. I've driven all over well, not every state, obviously, but I've driven all over the East Coast, up and down the East Coast, Florida, all the way up to Ohio, California, I've driven in. Nowhere has a more confusing interstate system than South Florida. Nowhere. Miami in particular. And that's the reason they make it confusing is so that they could get out-of-staters with tickets, like me. So it's a smart move. Yeah, the Sun Pass. The Sun Pass.
The most nightmarish results, sometimes due to malice and other times due to a simple lack of foresight. So next time,
but they structure the interstate in a way that you almost have to either have a Sun Pass or drive in a Sun Pass lane at some point to get where you're going, because there's like 8 lanes. If you got to get off an exit, you got to cross over a Sun Pass lane. And then they take a picture of your license plate. It's a racket. It's ridiculous. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing finer than a damn frog's hair, you know?
Damn.
I'm good.
Good. So I know you had a procedure. I won't say what it is. That's your business, not anybody else's, but it went good, huh?
Yeah, it went great, man. I don't mind. They put a stent in my heart, and I was having some issues, you know, before then, and come to find out, it was like I had some new plaques in my heart, and it kind of broke off, I guess, and was blocking one of my main arteries 90%. So they put a stent in. It's like going and get your nails done, man. I went into surgery, but an hour and a half.
Yeah, you got your oil changed.
Yeah, I got my oil changed. Now I got, new tires on the car, and it runs better, and, all that. I feel I feel 20 years younger, man. I swear to God, I do. I just feel 100% better. So, if the damn stent manufacturer wanted me to do a testimonial, I would do it.
How invasive is that procedure? Because I know it used to be very invasive, but now I think that you don't go under the knife necessarily, do you? I mean, they just kind of like...
No, they go through, they almost put a pinprick in your wrist, and they go through the wrist. They had to do what's called a cardioangiogram first, which is then they put the contrast in your heart to see if there is any blockage of arteries. And I'm awake. They give me a little fentanyl, a little Twilight, just to keep you kind of happy.
Yeah, a little party drug going on there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm wide awake. And he said, well, I see blockage in your heart. He said, so I'm going to go ahead and put a stent in. I said, okay, sure. I said, can I go home later? He said, yeah, because they said, well, you might have to stay overnight. And I said, well, if I can go home later, I said, let's go. So, yeah, I was out of there, went in at 9, got out of there a little after 5.
Well, that's great news.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So it was just one artery that was blocked or multiple?
One was blocked.
Oh, that's good.
There's still some plaques in there, but he said it wasn't that noticeable. I'm going to go get what they call an echo sound today just to make sure everything is working properly. I'll have to take aspirin for the rest of my life, and I'm on an anti-blood clot type of medicine too that I must take twice a day. And I just remembered I haven't taken it yet, so I better go get my ass down there and take it. But anyway, yeah, I'm great. I'm good, man. Very good.
They just told you what, no more double cheeseburgers for the rest of your life, or what?
No, they didn't tell me about any of my diet. They say, you should walk, you should, do some exercise, all that. It is because of my lazy ass, but it's because also I had some things that happened recently in my life that just really more high anxiety, I guess, for a better term, that caused me to get, because as soon as all these incidents happened, that's when my chest started hurting. And I was going, what the hell's going on here? And I went to the emergency room. They said, well, maybe acid reflux, and why don't you take some Carafate and this and that? I said, okay. But no, I'm good, man. I'm very good.
So other than the chest pains, did you have like what were the other symptoms?
Well, chest pains and my arms hurt, and
that's not good.
Intermittently. Okay, it came like any time. I mean, I could be walking in a grocery store, and boom, I'd get the chest pains. I could be turning over in my bed, boom, and get the chest pains. So it was happening. I was having occurrences about 3-4 times a day, and it was scaring the living hell out of me, to be honest. But I finally got to see. I saw a legacy doctor. He's supposed to be one of the best cardiologists in the area. He kind of recognized it immediately. He said, I think you've got a blocked artery. And he said, you probably need a stent there. And my family's never had heart disease, Pete. Not that I'm aware of anyway. So it was a little concerning at the beginning. Because he comes in and first says, well, if we see something really bad, we're going to crack you open and do a double bypass. I'm like, well, let's not hope that's going to happen. So, I'm glad it got done, and I feel 2,000% better.
That's what happened with my dad a few months ago when right before he died, because he had a massive heart attack in the hospital. And then they rushed him to MUSC, to the cardiac unit, specialty unit, and they went in to do I don't even know what you call it, to take a look at everything. They went up through his leg though, not his arm, and they said, look, that he's been walking around with heart disease for 10 years. Everything is he's not even qualifying for a bypass at this point because all of his arteries are more than 90% blocked. So a stent is not even going to work. So they go, so what was his lifestyle like? Was he like very lethargic and laying around all day? Because, his heart was in bad condition. And it was like, no, he played golf yesterday.
Yeah. For everything you told me about your dad, he was a pretty active guy.
Oh, yeah. He played golf 5 days a week. He went out 3 or 4 nights a week. He lived on his own. His quality of life was good all the way up until the end,
Was he out clubbing at night?
He would go out to dinner with friends and have a couple drinks,
Yeah, okay. Good for him. Good for him, man. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, the way he passed. But just as you get older, these things can happen, and they sneak up on you, and you just don't know what the hell. It's like you wake up in the morning and go, "What the hell is this?"
Well, he was 83 years old, and he's the oldest of 4 boys. So he had 3 younger brothers, and all 3 of his younger brothers died before he did of heart disease.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, well, I'm glad he's okay, man. I'm glad that he lived his life. He lived a good, full life. So, my dad was 84 when he passed. Now, I take that back. He had 2 stents put in his heart. So, but overall, he was in good health.
Yeah, well, my dad was he was a doctor, but he never went to he hated doctors. I mean,
my wife's father is was a doctor. She detests doctors too.
well, his whole thing was, if I go to the doctor, especially at his age, he said, if I go to the doctor, they're going to find something wrong with me, and then they're going to have me on all kinds of drugs for the rest of my life. So he basically just ignored it. I don't know. Maybe he did have symptoms and just didn't tell anybody. But
I can get it. I understand that. Why? As you get older, the doctors want to put you on every damn kind of medication they can, and sometimes it's almost they're overdoing you. And I think that if you just live a fairly healthy life, eat right, exercise a little bit. I mean, exercising for me is just going out walking my dogs is what I should be doing.
Yeah. And as well as I do, if you play golf, even if you ride a cart, I mean, you're still walking a couple miles every time you play, because you're walking out to your ball, walking up to the green, all that. So.
Yep, you sure are. So you and I need to play some more golf or play some golf once in a while, maybe, Pete.
Yeah, when it gets warmer, definitely.
Yeah, you said you haven't been out in a long time, right?
It's probably been, the last time I played was with my dad, probably about 1.5 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get out. And you're a pretty damn good golfer, from what I remember, too.
Maybe we should have a slob golf.
A slob golf tournament? Now, that actually sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah, and where you could possibly do it now. Just a thought. I don't know what the plans are for the coming year, but Myrtle Beach might be a destination to do it in.
Oh yeah,
because you got all the amount of golf places up there, and you got lots of places to stay, and doing it maybe like you normally do in early March. You get there before the spring breakers come in, and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely be up for that. I don't know if the majority of the people, the slobs, have any interest in doing that, though.
They ain't got no interest in it.
They ain't got no interest in it.
Well, if nothing else, they ride in the carts and just follow people. That would be good.
Well, that's true, too, yeah.
I think they'd have a good time. I think it'd be fun to watch. Those that really play golf, and golly, just about anybody at some time has played some golf before, I think.
Yeah, and you don't have to be really good to have fun playing it either.
No. Because no one's a pro golfer. You're going to throw them. You're going to lose some golf balls. You're going to throw one in the water. You're going to put one in the scrap. You're going to hit an 8. So on a particular course. So it's just getting out there and mucking around with friends. That's all.
Yeah, Slim loves golf.
That's what I hear about Slim.
Yeah.
I hear Slim that likes to actually likes to go out on his yachting. He does a lot of yachting too.
Yeah, yachting and golf. Yeah. Not only does he love golf, he loves golfers.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
I heard he's kind of gay on Scotty Scheffler. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'd go play around with John Daly, but
yeah.
Who wouldn't? I mean,
right.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to play a game with John Daly? John Daly goes out there barefooted and drunk.
Did you see that video with Cat Williams on the golf course? He was talking about why he loves golf. Of course, he's hilarious. So he's like, well, I get to come out here, be with nature. You know what I mean? I get to drink and smoke. There's nobody around. I just look at the birds and the trees, and like just to relax, really, to get away from people. And that is half of the fun, getting away from people.
It is, unless you have people in front of you that are they're golfing very slow when they aggravate the hell out of you. But you know what? You just have to kind of go with the flow in certain aspects of that.
That's why we go to our own little range down by the river and get away from people.
Yeah, that's fun. I like both ranges. The one that you're talking about, and also the golf range. Both relaxing.
The good thing about getting down there by the river is, people in Tennessee seem to have a certain level of common sense, and they don't come inquire too much, even if they don't know who it is that it's out there.
Yeah, the loud noise usually keeps sensible people away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if I heard it, I would walk over there just to see what's going on. See what they're working with. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
Yeah, Mrs. Peete was like wanting to get one of our kids. It's an expensive hobby. Golf is.
It is. It's very expensive. I mean, it's based on, Myler here, some real country club is not that expensive to play. And it's not a bad little course. I mean, it's an old course, but it's not a bad place to play. But you go to some of the other places around the area, especially in Mount Pleasant, man, they'll rake you over the coals.
Yeah, it's a lot like what Slim was talking about, shooting guns, which is another one of my hobbies. They're very similar in that way because the equipment costs money, a lot of money. Guns cost money, golf clubs cost money, bullets cost money, golf balls cost money. Unless you have somewhere free to shoot or play golf, then it costs money for greens fees or a range fee if you're shooting. So they're very similar in that way. So that's what I told her. I was like, look, I've already got one expensive hobby. I can't have two.
I mean, you can, but it's just not recommended.
Yeah.
No, I literally can. I don't have the money to have both those hobbies.
Back in the early 90s, I watched I guess it's more like a documentary of Dickie Betts. I don't know if you know who Dickie Betts was. He was a guitarist for the Allman Brothers Band, one of the premier guitarists. But Dickie was playing this golf game using a bow and arrow. And
wow.
Yeah, and so shoot a bow and arrow, and put it in fairway, and then you shoot it again, and you got a range of where to get it close to the hole. And then I saw this, and then about 2 weeks later, I went to this radio and record convention, and lo and behold, Greg Allman and Dickie Betts were playing this kind of acoustic set, and I had the opportunity, before Dickie played, I said, "Hey, Dickie, are you enjoying that bow and arrow golf?" And he just smiled at me. He said, "Oh, hell yeah, man. It's fun as hell."
Well, what's really popular around here and probably other parts of the country, too, is disc golf.
Yeah.
But those...
It's funny, though, Pete. If I wanted to, I've actually got an in where I could play for free at a really good course if I was into golf.
Really?
Yeah, a buddy of mine is like the number 2 groundskeeper at Southwind where they do the FedEx Classic.
Wow, that's nice.
But I just have no interest in golf, so I've never gone out there and played that course.
You ain't got no interest in?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I ain't got no gas in it.
I've been lucky in my life to play some great courses, all because of my dad. But, he had connections I don't have, but... So I played some good ones.
Bet you played at Bulls Bay before, haven't you?
Oh yeah, he's one of the founding members there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I've heard that is a beautiful golf course.
It is. It's absolutely beautiful.
I've been able to play on Wild Dunes, and that was a persnickety type of golf course too. And I played at some of the private golf courses here in Somerville. Played at Pine Forest. Played at Coosall Creek. Coosall Creek was the toughest damn course I ever played in my life. So, but yeah, I mean, the only thing about golf is it is pricey, and it does take a hell of a lot of your time.
Yeah, so Coosaw Creek was when I played in high school. That was our home course, so I got to play it every day for free. But let me show you this. I got to turn the light on. So this is after my dad died. We actually, like 2 days after he died, we went to Bulls Bay to have lunch, and I went in the locker room because he had a locker in there, and they gave me this. Let me see if I can show it to you. Oh, I got to put the screen on here.
Might help.
Yeah, it might help. So oh shit.
There it is.
No,
Well,
that's not it. So this was his locker plaque. So I took the plaque off the locker.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you can read it.
John Grady, I can't read the
Founding member.
founding member. Wow. Yeah. Wow,
So that was
man,
cool.
that's cool.
I gotta find somewhere to put it. But yeah. Anywho.
So how old is that course out there, Pete?
I want to say 1990. It was the late 90s.
Okay.
Maybe 96 or 97 ish.
So it's a fairly new course. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
You know where Snee Farm is, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Snee Farm too, man. I used to sneak on Snee Farm.
So that's where he lived. That's where his house was when I was growing up. So he was a member there forever. And what happened there was they didn't have a limit on memberships. So it eventually got to they had like 600 or 700 members. And so any round you played took like 6 hours. And my dad was a serious golfer. He wasn't going to stand for that. So as soon as they built Bulls Bay, he went right there immediately.
Wow. Yeah, Snee Farm. I used to live at Thicket Apartments, and Snee Farm was right behind the apartments. And so about 6:30, especially like spring and summer, extended daylight savings time, I would jump on the course, and I'd jump on the second hole and play it up to hole 9. But I'd run into some of the members. They're going, "What are you doing out here?" I said, "I'm playing golf. What the hell are you doing out here?" I just played like I was a member too. They said, "You a member?" I said, "I sure am. You want to see my card? How about yours? Can I see yours?"
Yeah.
But it was always old guys. I mean, really old guys out there. What the hell are you doing out here? It wasn't disturbing anything. It wasn't messing up anything.
The last time I was on a golf course, they didn't believe me when I told them I was a member. Granted, it was 2:00 in the morning, and we were using the flag from the 12th hole in the sand pit as a javelin.
Well, that might be a reason why they might have thought that, Slim.
Well, we were pretty drunk too, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Have you ever played night golf, Pete?
Night golf.
Well, I've played it, but I wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, meaning that you get these illuminated golf balls. You put the little illuminated pin in them, and they look like little meteors when you hit them.
Well, when I was about 19 years old, I worked at a golf course. It used to be called Kings Grant, but the River Club on the Ashley.
Yeah, Kings Grant. Yeah.
So I worked there. I was on the grounds crew there. So we were out partying one night, and like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. One of my buddies was like, "Let's go play golf." So I snuck us out there. I stole one of the cards. So we went out there with one of those glowing golf balls at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It was fun as hell. I used to go with friends. When I lived in Albuquerque, I tried to come up with something to do for the Ronald McDonald House, so I did a night golf ball tournament. And one of the Arroyo del Oso golf course out there, I got to know all those guys. That's where I kind of learned to play golf. And they gave me the course and even bought the illuminated golf balls for everybody. And we gave us some damn decent prizes for it, too. Our team won.
Yeah, it's fun.
It was amazing, but we won. But my rules were you play from the ladies' tees. You you have, you would add like par 4, you added an extra shot.
Yeah, so a par 4s were a par 5, par 3s were a par 4. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. So gave you an opportunity to, because the golf balls, you couldn't get as much range.
No, they don't go as far.
No, they were totally made of totally different components of real golf balls.
Yeah, they don't go near as far.
Yeah. So you couldn't hit them as far. So, but I mean, you bring a flashlight with you. Someone holds the flashlight over the hole, and you putt. And man, it was fun as hell. I used to love doing that.
I'll show you another. I know Slim is selling. I sent him a picture of this. Let's see if I can. So this. Let me turn this light off. It's gonna. Yeah, that's better. So that's my dad with Lawrence Taylor. That's at Bulls Bay, by the way.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah, they played. Wow. They played in a tournament together.
LC.
Yep.
Is that your dad? Kind of right beside him on
my dad's the one with like the green shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the beard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we know LT played football high on cocaine. Did he play golf high?
I don't know that. They were actually friends. I mean, he went and played in Florida. One of the other guys in the picture is the guy that introduced my dad to Lawrence Taylor. They're good friends. They're neighbors in Florida, in Jupiter, Florida.
I bet your dad was pals with Darius Rucker, because that's his golf course.
Yeah. Darius Rucker's a member at Bulls Bay.
Yeah. Because he always talked about going about the Bulls Bay all the time. And what a great golf course it was. So.
Apparently, Lawrence Taylor's a pretty good golfer.
I can see that. Big guy like him, probably strong as hell. Yeah. Unlike Charles Barkley, but actually Charles Barkley's gotten better. He doesn't do that really.
Oh, he's terrible.
Whatever the hell it was.
He's terrible.
Damn backswing anymore. But he's gotten a lot better. Bill Murray's probably one of the best celebrity golfers out there.
Who?
Bill Murray.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's good.
Because he plays a lot of golf. Darius, I've heard, plays a lot of golf.
Yeah, he's good too.
Yeah. I like to kind of watch the Pebble Beach to see who plays in celebrity, tournament too. And who's worth his shit or not.
Nate says he sent me an email. Why'd you email me? What are you, Edward? You got my phone number. Anyway.
He's asking about the cruise.
What do you want to know? Just ask me in the chat. I'm not emailing you.
The cruise. Oh, man, I think he meant, did he pay off the cruise yet? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, did he email you in Chinese?
I don't know. I'm not opening it.
You remember when Edward emailed Lou and it was in Chinese?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I don't know what it has to do with the cruise. All the information I have is everything I've said on here 100 times. So you probably know as much as I do about the cruise, whatever you're asking.
Yeah, Traveling Fools heads that up more or less, doesn't he?
Yeah, what's today's date?
Today is the 18th.
So you got about 3 or 4 days if you haven't paid it off yet.
It's I think it's the 22nd.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Sunday.
Well, that's if you want to get on the deal that we have, the slob booking. But anybody who still wants to go after that could also just go on and book your own room and deal with the cruise line on your own capacity. But
assuming that there are still cabins available.
Assuming that, yeah. I have no idea if there is or not.
Sold out.
SC Country says Alice Cooper's a really good golfer. He certainly is. He's been playing golf for a long time. Vincent Furrier, his real name. I tell you that I sat down with him and played poker at another radio and record convention, and I had just taken on golf, and I knew he was a big golfer, and I sat there and talked to him about golf the entire time. It was great. It was fun.
There you go. There's somebody just asked what's the dates of the cruise. March 7th through 10th from Port Canaveral.
And there's all the people on the cruise already, ready to go.
Yep. Well, you see, I don't know if you can tell. That's us.
I know.
Yeah. I think that's our picture that must have been from Pigeon Forge, I think, maybe.
I got to ask, is it Carnival Glory you're going on?
Yeah, we're going on the Glory Hole. Yeah.
You're going on the Glory?
I've only been on one cruise, and it was on that ship.
Really?
Yeah, back in like 2010.
Okay. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's one of the older
ships
ships.
they have out there now, they are, good God, they're huge.
That's one of the older ones, but apparently they've done a complete renovation on it since I've been on it. So I don't know how much nicer it is or not. I have no idea, but
right.
I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to. It was my only time I ever went on one, so it was nice to me. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's nicer ones, but.
Now, where's your destination? To the Bahamas and back? Is that what it is?
Yeah, we're just going to Nassau and back. We'll be in Nassau for whatever it is, 8 or 9 hours, and then it's only a 3-day cruise.
Right. Okay.
What's up, Nate?
There's Nate the Great.
What's up?
Nate's driving.
Do you want to go ahead and transcribe your email to me so I don't have to read it?
I was putting in the private chat, but you want me to say it out loud or not?
I mean, is it a secret?
No, yes, I guess.
It is a secret?
Yeah, it's just a picture of breakfast.
A picture of breakfast. That's a secret?
Well, no. His email address. Yeah, email address, yeah.
Oh.
That's my dad, by the way.
Hello, Mr. Nate the Great.
Say hello. What? He said hello.
He'll be making his first appearance. We get to meet Mr. Nate the Great for the first time ever, too.
Is it going to be on the cruise?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, I'll meet you on the cruise.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
I just sent him private chat.
We can give Mr. Nate the Great some of Little Wayne's rum.
Some what?
Lil Wayne's rum.
He said some what? Some dark rum.
Oh, yeah. Like rum.
Yes, sir.
See?
Actually, we're going to have to figure that out because you can't carry any with you.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, that is a good point.
You guys sneaking in.
You guys sneaking in.
Are
Try
we
a
going to
grocery
have
bag. I don't know.
on the ship?
Oh, okay.
Or
Yeah, they might have some on the ship. I guess it just depends on what they have behind the bar. I wouldn't be surprised if they had it.
The cruise I went on, there was a liquor store on there as well.
Yeah, if you buy liquor on the cruise, though, they hold it for you until you get off.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can't drink
See,
it.
I didn't buy any on the cruise, so I didn't know that.
So we can't drink it on the ship.
No. Now,
I'm out of here. I'm going to take the wife out to lunch. Hey, man, we'll try to hook up next week sometime, okay?
yeah, sounds good, Scott.
I guess you
All right, man. Everyone, hey, happy holidays, you guys. Take care.
All right. You too. Merry Christmas. He did the whole happy holidays thing. You hear that?
You did.
Yeah.
You did. No, Scott doesn't want to ruffle any feathers.
Yeah, who would do that on the midday show?
Yeah, who would do that?
The first time I went on the cruise, though, I think I took a couple of like big water bottles full of vodka, though. I don't think I'm going to do that this time because I'm not as young and dumb as I was then.
Yeah,
But-
shampoo.
Well, what you can do is take a empty mouthwash bottle.
Yeah.
And then you can do the same thing. Just put a little bit of food coloring in with it.
Yeah, if they open it up and smell it, though.
Oh, yeah, they might smell it.
Yeah, vodka doesn't smell like mouthwash at all.
No, but I highly doubt they're going to open a bottle of mouthwash in your bag.
Yeah, I doubt it, too. I mean, but I'm going to get the drink package anyway. I didn't get the drink package last time. That's why I brought liquor on the ship with me. But this time I'm going to get it, so it won't matter.
Yeah, I was looking at the drink package. I mean, it's a decent price.
How much is it?
Adults. It's like, if I remember right, maybe around like $64 adult. I might be wrong. I'm just guessing. But
It's $60-something per adult per day.
Per day, yeah.
yeah. That's,
And how much does that get you?
What is it, 10 or 15 drinks a day?
I think it's 15 on a 24-hour period,
Yeah.
6 to 6.
oh,
15 and 24 hours.
And so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you get a shot, a beer, or a mixed drink. It's still, that counts as one drink.
So it means
That is correct.
per serving. Yeah.
Yeah, per order. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, well, I'm speaking for myself. I could drink 15 beers easily without a problem. But
Right.
yeah.
so that's good.
I didn't get it last time, and I basically ended up spending pretty much as I would have, as much as it would have cost me to get it.
Yeah, I spent more.
Yeah.
I spent, and that's the reason I'm doing it this time is because I learned the last time.
Learned hard.
Because when we went to get off, so they won't let you off the ship until you pay your bill. You know, whatever you spend on the cruise, you don't pay cash for it. So they give you a card. It's almost like I guess like a debit card type thing. Anytime if you go to the spa, you swipe the card. If you go to the casino, you swipe the card. You go to order a drink, you swipe the card. So on and so forth. So over the now I went on a 7-day cruise the first time. So over the course of 7 days, that shit adds up, big time.
Yeah.
So
Well, they did it by the time I did mine in like 2017, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they had kind of streamlined the process at that point. The way they did it, because I went on a Carnival cruise too. Everything was through your room key.
yeah,
And,
okay, yeah, maybe that's what it was.
They did like a hotel, like they had a card on file and they just charged your card.
Yeah.
The day you got off.
Right. Yeah, same here. Or they gave you the option. They gave you the option. They'd be like, "Do you want to charge this card that we have on file, or do you want to use a different card, or you want to split it up between two cards? You know, however you want to do it."
Yeah.
But if somebody says, "I don't have the means to pay it," then well, you're not getting off the ship. They're not letting you off the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing some dishes.
Yeah, you'd be washing some dishes on the next cruise, another free cruise.
Come on, man.
I mean, it's a good way to take another cruise if you just were so inclined.
Yeah, imagine me doing the dishes while you guys are doing the fun. I'll be doing the non-fun stuff.
I can imagine that. I think I did buy a bottle of rum at one of the places we went to. And when you come back on the ship, you have to basically go through customs to get back on the ship. And they ask you, did you buy anything when you're here? If so, what? And you say, well, I bought this bottle of rum. They say, okay, well, sign this form, give me that bottle of rum, and you'll get it when you get off the ship. Because they don't want you drinking it.
Yeah, I bought a couple bottles of tequila in Mexico on ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the picture yet, but you don't have to see it until whatever. Let's just say it's a big fucking pancake.
A big pancake.
Yeah, it's almost the size of my head. It's that big.
That's the least surprising thing I've heard all morning. Yeah.
I'll be, cool. But anyways, moving on.
So how many days left, Nate? Because I know you're counting down.
Yeah, I'm official countdown. 78 days.
78 days.
Yes. What are you watching, Vic?
Brad Pitt says you need a taquito package.
I think that's a fact.
Yeah. I don't know if they offer that or not.
No, only gas stations do, sadly.
Yeah.
Gas stations have a taquito package?
Yeah, or no, it's taquitos in general, or some do. Which is least surprising.
Yeah, I don't think I'm eating a taquito from the gas station.
Yeah, I don't either.
No, that's like gas station sushi.
Ooh.
Hey, do not ever get Target sushi.
Target sushi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
They
doing
used to
that
have
either.
Sushi. And by the way, I did. Let's just say I didn't end well for me from eating Target sushi.
I need my sushi to be rolled by an actual Japanese person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
That's how you know it's good.
Yeah.
I don't want to see some white guy rolling my sushi.
A white
That
guy
seems
that
kinda
looks like a
racist.
Japanese person.
It might be racist. I don't care. It's true.
I mean, it is true, but I'm not trying to.
Look, there's a Japanese restaurant here in town. There's a Mexican guy that works there. He's just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, what's the highest price ticket for the Ohio State Tennessee game?
I don't know, $500.
I don't know what the highest price one, but I saw one on there for $100 yesterday. So that's the lowest
Yeah,
price
that's
one.
awesome. I was like, holy shit, is that the highest one?
$5.
If they don't sell out, they'll continue to go down.
Damn. Hey, if Ohio State doesn't sell out of the stadium, does that mean Nebraska fans has I know Nebraska's terrible, but their fans are maybe more loyal than Ohio State fans, which is sad.
I guess so.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey, Nate, we ran through some interesting what ifs last night on the ACC show that involved you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This can't be good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like what would Nate's reaction be? Just say, what if Ryan Day gets fired, but in a couple of years he gets hired by Michigan?
Yeah, what would you think about that?
I'll be the same. I'll be exactly the same what Ohio State's been saying. Fire him. Because he's probably going to do the same thing at Michigan.
What, win 11 games a year?
What, you mean beat Ohio State, you mean?
No, he's going to lose to Ohio State and do the same thing every year. Win 11 games, lose to Ohio State.
Make it the playoffs.
Okay, you mean kind of like what Harbaugh
Yeah, right, exactly.
Wait, you're saying that Ryan Day's the new Harbaugh? Oh God.
That's what Harbaugh was doing in his first 5 years.
That's right, he was.
Yeah.
To Ohio State, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ryan Day might be the new Harbaugh.
Well, I don't think they'd offer them a job, but that would be funny, though.
Yeah.
That would be awful.
That'd be maybe the most highest rated game ever, when Ryan Day has to travel to Ohio State in a Michigan uniform.
Yeah, why do you think that would be bad, Nate? I mean, he'd do better than Sharon Moore.
What was that, Vic?
I said he'd do better than a Sharon Moore.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Nate, what are you doing right? Where are you going?
In my house, walking around.
Oh, you were just in the car 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, we got home like 15 seconds ago
All right, where'd you go?
from breakfast.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's
Now,
why I used to send him a picture, email Well, you can send pictures over text.
Yeah.
Nate.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
but I don't want
You have to send an email. Yeah.
He said it's a secret. Text messages can be intercepted.
Also,
Yeah, and no.
emails.
All right, Nate. Thanks for coming on. Nate's always doing something while he comes on. You know.
We got Jarrett says he eats gas station taquitos.
What's up, Jarrett?
That explains a lot.
Not really. How about y'all?
How you doing, buddy?
Yes,
Good,
so you like gas station taquito?
Speedway. They make some good ones.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
I heard Jared sits in his backyard on his days off and shoots drones down.
No. You get arrested for that.
Only if you get caught.
Yes,
Right.
felon.
Only if you get caught. Yeah, Nate says he's back.
Yeah, I've heard an interesting theory about all these drones that have been spotted lately, Pete.
We were talking about that at the top of the show, and everyone's saying that we lost some nukes and they're looking for them or something.
A dirty bomb.
Well, not necessarily lost, and this comes from somebody that actually works with drones for the Memphis Police Department. He said it wouldn't surprise him at all if they've gotten intel on a dirty bomb coming across the border and they're looking for it.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, know what risk?
You know, it's easier to track a dirty bomb across the border than. Go ahead, Vic. I'm sorry.
What Risk Chat and Jay were saying was that they went missing during the Cold War, during like the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
They went. What was when
they didn't get missing? They got sold to somebody, and they didn't want to tell them who they sold them to.
Right.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
I wouldn't want anybody to. If I bought a fucking nuke from somebody, I wouldn't want them telling anybody who they sold it to.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Probably that merchant of death guy.
I don't know. Who knows what these things are? I mean, because they're not telling us anything. I find it hard to believe that they don't know what's going on. I did listen to a podcast on Joe Rogan, actually. That guy, I think his name is Ryan Graves, the former Navy fighter pilot.
Yeah.
He was talking about it. He also finds it hard to believe that they don't know what's going on. And if they don't know what's going on, then that's even worse. But one thing he did say that was interesting, he said that I think Rogan asked him something like, why don't we try to intercept one of these things or shoot one down or whatever, just to, figure out what's going on. And he said it was some legal thing. Like you would have to actually get a federal warrant to shoot one down. And I'm like, well, why would that be?
Because it's the government.
It just doesn't make any sense. Somebody knows something.
Yeah, if it was an actual dirty bomb, it would be coming across a cargo ship because it's harder to track. People, the cargo ships are harder to track than it is to cross the border.
Well, it could have come from either one.
It's harder to track across the cargo ship going into the ports than it is the border.
Why is it harder? I mean, there's thousands of people coming across the southern border every day. Like, how do you know one of them doesn't have one in their backpack?
Yeah, I was about to say, no, it's probably a hell of a lot easier to get shit across the southern border than it is on a cargo ship.
I don't know whether it's harder or not, but you can't rule the other one out.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't rule out either one.
Yeah, yes, facts, but Trump's gonna fix the border, so.
Not if we get blown up to smithereens.
That's just not true. Nick says if drones aren't doing anything wrong, just flying around, you can't legally shoot them down. If they're flying around in restricted airspace, you can absolutely shoot them down. I mean, you should be able to. I mean, what if one of them had a nuke on it? Then what?
Yeah.
That's why I think they know where they're at, what's going on. That's the only thing that makes any sense.
because the government ain't being transparent, it makes people freak out. It makes people think twice about what's going on, multiple things in their head.
Well, Nick, they're flying over airports and restricted military bases. So yeah,
I know it's a train.
Yeah, go get you a nice little prop plane and go fly over a military base and see if they don't shoot your ass down.
Yeah, even just an airport.
Yeah,
that too.
It's it's a training exercise. Yeah.
I mean, I know here we have even just like those little drones you buy at Walmart. Like, there's restrictions here about where you can fly them, how high you can fly them, the whole thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we got a base over here in Seymour Johnson, and I'm pretty sure you can't fly that low with drones.
Well, they don't want you flying too high, is what it is.
Yeah.
Because then it restricts with actual airplanes, cause an accident. You guys remember that? I think I played the video a couple of months ago. That guy in Florida that shot one down over his house with a 9mm pistol.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like a Walmart delivery drone or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like a Walmart or a Google or one of those companies. Yeah, he flew over his house, and the cops knocked on his door, and he's like 70-something years old. And they're like, "Sir, did you happen to shoot a gun at a drone in this neighborhood?" He goes, "Yeah, I did." They go, "Why?" He goes, "I don't know." He said, "The fucking thing was up there for about 10 minutes, and I didn't know what it was, so I just got my gun and shot it."
It was delivering someone's package. Like, you wouldn't shoot at the UPS truck, so.
Yeah, but he didn't know what it was.
If the UPS truck is hovering over my house for 10 minutes, yeah, I'm going to shoot first and ask questions later.
First of all, he's a great shot. He shot that thing right out of the sky. And then they arrested him. Well, first of all, you're not allowed to discharge a firearm in a residential area like he did. He didn't give a shit, though.
Also not allowed to shoot down a drone, but yeah.
I'll still think for the games for Friday and Saturday, I think Tennessee can pull up the upset simply because the patch on their jersey.
You know, Ohio State can't beat the SEC, so.
But at the same time, Tennessee's got to overcome their road game, crutch. So this will be the game.
They can't beat the SEC. Yeah.
I don't think the patch on the jersey has anything to do with anything, to be honest with you.
Ryan Day.
No, it doesn't.
Ryan Day can't beat the SEC.
Well, until he does.
The only advantage I would say Ryan Day would have against Tennessee is they can't play good on the road. That's the only advantage that Ryan Day would have against Josh Heupel.
Well, I mean, Michigan played Ohio State at home, so I mean, Ohio State lost to Michigan at home. So.
Well, no, there's plenty of reasons Ohio State can win this game.
That's the main one.
Ohio State is a hell of a rush defense, and that's about all Tennessee can really do is run the ball.
Is a hell of a rush team. Well, I mean, Michigan is a running team, and they beat Ohio State. So, I mean, whatever.
Well, yes, but I've said this before, Vic. I don't like using rivalry games as my benchmark for that.
Well, I mean, whatever.
But I think Ohio State is going to have to throw the ball. They're not going to be able to run the ball. They're going to have to throw the ball. They're not going to be able to do what they did against Michigan. Run it. They're going to have to learn from their mistake and throw the ball. And
whatever Michigan can do, Tennessee can do better. So
yes, but Ohio State's going to have to throw the ball instead of running it. That was their mistake. What they did against Michigan, they wanted to play against Michigan their game. They wanted to play the way they played to just like prove a point. But now they realize they're going to have to play the way they play. Ohio State throwing the ball. So they're going to have to throw the ball to beat Tennessee.
I think it's a mistake, and I even picked Tennessee to cover and possibly win, but I think it's a mistake just to assume that Tennessee's going to go in there and win. It's not like Ohio State is fucking Northwestern or something. I mean, they're loaded.
Yeah, Tennessee's gonna win. And Tennessee's going to break that narrative that teams.
Well, that's not an actual narrative. That's a narrative that was created by Ohio State fans.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's not like a national narrative. That's just their narrative.
I hear there's rumors that if Ryan Day gets fired, his replacement could be Mike Vrabel from the former Tennessee type.
Like a national narrative, an example of a national narrative would be that Dabo Swinney doesn't like to use the transfer portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's nobody outside of Columbus, Ohio, that thinks that Tennessee can't play in cold weather.
Yep, but guess who got someone out of the transfer portal?
Yeah, Dabo did. Yeah.
Yeah, who did y'all get?
Tristan Smith, wide receiver from South Missouri State University.
Yes, they all need to run him back.
I don't know much about the kid. All I know is he started in JUCO, then transferred to South Missouri State, which is FCS, and then transferred to Clemson. He had 1,000 yards a year this year as a receiver.
Mm-hmm. Hey, didn't you and Lou win some money on South Missouri State?
I don't know. Shit. Maybe. I mean, so many bets I can't remember.
Back, that's what y'all need is a running back. That's what's killing y'all, not having a run game because of that Moffitt kid being not healthy and losing.
Yeah, he has a torn labrum in his shoulder, so he's going to have surgery after the season's over. I'm not sure he's going to make it through I'm not sure he's going to make it through this next game, honestly.
Yeah,
well, they have other running backs. The problem is, for whatever reason, they refuse to use them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And now Moff is going to be out.
I think he's playing, but I doubt he'll get more than 10 carries. So we got a couple of young guys behind him that haven't really played much that, they asked Dabo about it. He's like, well, next man up type thing. I mean, what's he going to say?
Next man up, yeah.
Yeah, we recruited him here for a reason. That's what he said.
I know this, Sark, he's loyal to a fault, I think, when it comes to his players, specifically to quarterbacks. He doesn't want to take out Quinn Ewers for nothing.
I don't really blame him for that. I mean, especially in big games like this, experience does matter.
Not if the other quarterback ain't playing right. I'm not going to put in Arch Manning because he looks like.
Well, you might see him do that in this game. If things go sideways early, you might see Arch Manning in there.
Well, I don't know if you've seen Arch Manning play this year. The few times he has, he doesn't look light years above Quinn Ewers.
That's because he ain't been playing a whole lot of games. He only played 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's only played 4 games. He ain't played enough snaps to really truly know what he's capable of.
Well, we might find out. I have a feeling we will because they're going to get after Ewers.
Well, I know one thing. If it comes to a point where Quinn Ewers says he's not going to be drafted because he thinks his stock ain't high enough, he said, "I want to come back for another year."
Well, I think he is coming back, just not to Texas.
Yeah, but he better not because if
ever he's going to go to Oregon. Yeah.
Well, there's rumors about all kinds of different Big Ten schools. I mean, I don't know which one it is.
It might be either Ohio State or Oregon.
I don't know. Next year's draft class is going to be more stacked than this one. It'd probably be in his, best interest to go.
Back to Ohio State, you say? Didn't he start there?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't Quinn the one that took his $1 million and bounced on him?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
The boss move right there.
He did, yeah.
He can go back home where it all started, or he can go
it's funny, like, we call it a boss move, and a lot of people had a lot to say about it. If me or Pete did that, we'd get called a fucking thief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he took advantage of the system.
No, there's.
Well, yeah, Nevin Shapiro took advantage of the system too, and he got 20 years in prison supposedly for it.
Well, that's why I don't think after that that Ohio State would even offer him to come back. Plus, he's frankly not great. I mean, is he any better than the guy they got now? I mean, not really.
I'm not sure.
They'd be more likely to offer Arch Manning a bunch of money to come there than him.
So Uncle Lou's thinking that SMU is the most. He had in his video I watched. He thinks SMU is the most favorable upset to upset. Was it Penn State?
Yeah, Penn State.
Well, I think Tennessee is the most likely upset, but.
Well, that's one I can't really call because it can go either way. I think Tennessee can upset them, but Tennessee's going to have to, play on the road. That's their only.
Well, all of the underdogs have to play on the road. Here's my prediction. I don't know who they're going to be. I say 2 out of the 4 are upsets.
Yeah, that's a good assumption.
Well, that's not Tennessee's only struggle. I mean, who's scared of Tennessee's passing game? You're going to have to pass the ball.
Well, their quarterback can run the ball and run the ball better than what's that quarterback's Ohio State's name? What's his name?
He can run. Actually, both of them aboard dunce caps running the ball. Both of them one ran out of bounds, one slid with no time on the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the other quarterback can run better.
You mean Will Howard?
No, not Will Howard.
Nico?
Yeah, Nico. Yeah, I think Nico can run the ball better, more efficiently. He can escape better.
Nature Boy wants you to explain your reasoning for calling this a neutral site game between Tennessee and Ohio State.
What? Who
said that?
Who said that?
Apparently Jarrett did.
I said it on the Kangaroo Black show. It's like I said because the fan, it's going to be probably 50% Tennessee, 50% Ohio State.
That doesn't make it a neutral site game.
Yeah, so didn't
I also don't think that it's going to be 50% Tennessee fans and Ohio State
I don't either.
Didn't Lou hang up on you last night for not knowing what the playoff games were or something?
No comment.
That's a yes. So here's the numbers I heard. This is from ESPN. So Ohio State allotted 3,500. Now Ohio Stadium seats over 100,000 people. They allotted 3,500 for Tennessee. So okay, let's say all of those go to Tennessee. That's 3,500. There's still 97,000 left. In order for that to be 50-50, Ohio State fans would have to sell 40,000 tickets to Tennessee fans. That's not going to happen. Now, I do think they'll have a good amount of people there, but not half. Not even close. Maybe 25,000, 30,000 at the most. So it'll probably
30.
It'll probably be like 70-30. But I mean, just by definition, the fact that it's in Ohio Stadium is not a neutral site.
Right.
I mean, you can argue.
Well, and of course, these teams or the universities in this case, like they also allot so many tickets to places like StubHub and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like that's not even, you really can't even call that the secondary market anymore when they're just allotting certain number of tickets to places like that.
I mean, I think even if 30,000 Tennessee fans are there, that's impressive for a road game.
The way they're talking about it is like they're saying it could be like half. That's what they're saying, but I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Yeah, well, somebody said it on the internet, so it must be true.
Yeah, I would highly doubt that.
I thought that most of the tickets got sold to home fans, but
they do. Well, in this case, 97,000 of them get sold to home fans.
Right, yeah.
What's the capacity of the shoe?
It's
It's over 100,000.
It's like 103,000 or something.
They're in the 100,000 club.
Yeah.
A lot of fans. Rabid fans. The other game, so I said SMU versus.
Huh? You cut out.
You cut out there, Sparky.
My bad. Sorry. I said I lost the signal. I said SMU versus Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
There's another team I didn't say. Notre Dame versus Indiana. That one's gonna be pretty much. That's the one that everybody knows that probably Notre Dame's gonna win that game.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would leave Notre Dame versus UGA. So I don't know how that game would end up.
And we've never lost to Notre Dame, so.
Yeah, but we got to see how the defense will react to.
No, Vic, you haven't lost to Notre Dame so far.
Yeah, yet.
Yeah, but we had the same issue with the running quarterback at Georgia Tech with the running game with their running back and their running quarterback.
Yeah, we did against Haynes King. Yeah.
Well, here's an easy.
And Georgia Tech is nowhere near as talented or as physical as Notre Dame. Not even close.
Right.
Yeah, right. I was about to say, who would you rather play, Indiana or Notre Dame? I mean, come on.
Indiana.
Of course.
Yeah. Every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
I'm not really sure if it's going to matter. I mean, if you look at UGA down the back stretch of the season and into the SEC championship game, I think they're getting worse as the season goes on.
Well, Carson Beck's just inconsistent. You know, if he's on, then they can beat anybody. If he has one of his bad days, which is kind of like half the time, then they could lose to anybody. I mean, we saw that with Georgia Tech.
Well, their defense is getting worse as the season goes on too, which is very un-Georgia-like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been, beating the Fire Schumann drum. Yeah, I started the whole Fire Schumann movement. So,
but you gotta understand, it's not just
Dick here, the trendsetter.
It's not just the coordinator; it's got to deal with the athletes too.
Yeah, they were doing Fire Bobo, so I started the Fire Schumann. So.
Yeah. Well, anytime you play bad, it's fire somebody. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And it worked for the defense holding off Texas in overtime. So I'm not going to say Glenn Schumann is a bad coordinator, but still, we held off.
Listen,
I should Bobo.
I get that's a way to push a narrative about that game, but neither team looked really, honestly, just confident in that game. That was an error of blunders on both sides, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah. We probably need to look for a coordinator. I don't know who it would be. Will Muschamp back? No, because he's on the analyst.
He's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on the desk. He's on the analyst desk, whatever you call it.
Didn't they offer him a DC position and he said no, he didn't want it?
He was the co-DC last year.
Yeah, and he stepped down.
Yeah.
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 But he's still there, like you said, as an analyst. I don't think Will Muschamp is actually just sitting in a broom closet somewhere watching game film.
No, but I don't think he's just not allowed to be on the sidelines during a game. But everything else he can be.
No, he could be on the sidelines. He just can't have a headset.
Is that true? I don't know the rules, but as far as
they have a limit on how many guys can have headsets.
Clearly, he's in the meeting rooms. He's at practice. I mean, he's basically doing everything except for calling plays. So yeah, it's just like he's a quasi coordinator just behind the scenes.
Well, and not to mention that you've still got Kirby Smart there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but you still need a decent coordinator. Is Will Muschamp's son still at Georgia? Is he still there?
No.
Jackson isn't still there? I thought he was.
Well, I don't know.
I think he is. Hell, I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's not playing.
He's got another son at like Vanderbilt or something too,
Vanderbilt.
or something. I don't know that exactly that it's Vanderbilt, but
And we got Drew Bobo.
oh yeah, you got a Bobo there too.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
That's very Dabo-esque of Kirby Smart.
I heard that Gunnar Stockton was coached by Bobo's Kim. That's what I heard in high school. I don't know how true that is.
Dabo should do like he did with Kirk Herbstreit and be like, hey, you come coach here as our defensive coordinator, Mr. Muschamp, and we'll give your kid a scholarship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, hell, they didn't even do that.
Muschamp.
Jackson Muschamp was a walk-on.
Yeah, Dabo will give him a scholarship. That's what I'm saying. It's an upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade. Yeah.
Drew Bobo is on scholarship.
I'll give them this much credit. Like, the Venables brothers deserve scholarships.
Yeah, they did.
I still think that if Ryan Day loses to Tennessee, I think they should look for a replacement, and I think that replacement should be Mike Vrabel.
I think firing Ryan Day for losing a playoff game may be the dumbest coaching decision.
Well, I
in the
don't
history of college football.
necessarily agree with the answer, but I do think it's gonna. If he loses to Tennessee, I think he's probably gone. Now, whether it's a good decision or not.
And that's
I'm not saying that he won't be. I'm just saying that may be one of the dumbest decisions in the history of college football.
Right.
And that's why I'm saying they should look for a replacement. If they decide to do that, it would
Why
be Mike
should they?
Vrabel.
Well, that's the rumor.
Hang on. If they lose that game, why should he be fired? There is not a coach in college football with a better winning percentage than him.
It's not me saying it. It's the fan base saying it.
Well, Dan Orlovsky's the one that said Mike Vrabel.
Well, I've heard Mike Vrabel since the offseason because, quote unquote, that's why Mike Vrabel only took a one year deal with the Browns was the possibility of becoming the Ohio State head coach.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to try to bring back Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer.
Bring back Jim Tressel. Why not?
Yeah. Why do you think Urban Meyer would come back?
I don't know.
And how do you think Urban Meyer would do now at his age?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I think that ship has sailed. I don't think Urban Meyer's coming back. I don't know why he would. I mean, last time didn't he almost die, according to him?
Yeah.
Well, he almost died twice, according to him.
And he started coaching the Jaguars. So.
Yeah, he was running up on women.
That was a disaster too. But if Urban Meyer wanted to come back, guess who would stop him from doing it? His wife. 100%. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Even after that lap dance in the bar, he's still married. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. That was funny.
He's lucky too, because she would have taken half his money.
Yeah.
She had video evidence.
Yeah, ain't no getting around that one.
Nope.
Yeah, indisputable video evidence.
Yeah. Hey, listen, guys have lost half for less than that. So,
hey, honey, look what I'm doing. I'm getting a lap dance.
After further review. Yeah.
Yeah. All her lawyer has to do is just play that tape. The lawyer doesn't have to say shit. Just play the tape.
See, that's why you always buy your wife a lap dance, fellas.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So when y'all get coffee, where do y'all get it? Do y'all get it from a Starbucks or do y'all get it from a local place?
No, I have this wonderful invention in my house called a coffee maker.
I don't get it at Starbucks. I get it from a local place, a local shop. I don't like going to Starbucks.
90% of the time I make it here. Like I had, like Slim, I have something called a coffee maker, and I make my own.
I got a Ninja. It's a K-cup and
that's what I have too.
Maker.
Yeah, you have the same one as me apparently. Yeah, you can make it has K-cups or a pot of coffee or, well, I guess that's it. Those two things.
The one I use is I use a decaf, or I use
decaf.
Or I use.
That's like drinking non-alcoholic beer.
See, drinking decaf coffee is like drinking non-alcoholic beer. What the fuck's the point?
Yeah.
Or I use. You didn't let me finish. Or I use a dark roast, Cuban.
Well, you shouldn't have finished that statement when you started it with decaf.
Yeah.
But I use either that or decaf. It still has caffeine in it.
No, it doesn't.
Drinking decaffeinated coffee is like waiting before you poop.
Yeah.
It has portions of decaf. It has portions of caffeine in it.
Yeah, and non-alcoholic beer has portions of alcohol in it, but you have to drink 90 of them to get a buzz.
Yeah.
Oh.
I drink Megora something. It's in a yellow label. It's
You know what? I'm not surprised you drink decaf coffee. Honestly, really not.
It's not just decaf. I drink dark roast. I drink caffeinated, but it's dark roast because I don't like the acidic. I don't like light roast. Light roast is too. It upsets my stomach. I hate light roast and medium roast.
Jeez.
Dark roast is better for your stomach and it is healthier for you. Less acidic.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
And I don't like Arabic because that shit gives me headaches.
It sounds to me like you just shouldn't drink. You should just stop drinking coffee altogether. Is what I'm hearing here.
I drink coffee. I just watch which type I drink.
Yeah, yeah.
Types.
Almost all of them give you some sort of health condition, and then decaf is just pointless. So I don't know.
No, I drink coffee. I like coffee. I like drinking coffee.
Maybe just drink tea like you're English.
Switch to hot tea and crumpets.
Yeah, crumpets.
I do have teas, but I don't drink them like that.
I drink tea, bro.
But I mean, the coffee I drink, it's there's Colombian and Cuban. That's all I drink. That's the only types I drink. It's the easiest for that. It tastes good. It smells good.
Yeah, Colombians. That's what I drink. Well, when I buy it, that's what I buy.
Yeah, Cuban or Colombian's all I drink.
Dude, I got fucking Folgers, man. Keep it simple.
I'll drink that too. I don't care. Whatever. And I don't put anything in it either. No sugar, no cream. Just black.
I put cream in mine.
I've tried to John Wayne that shit, and I just can't do it. I gotta knock the edge off of it a little bit.
I put cream in mine. I do.
You put the flavored cream in there, like some French vanilla or hazelnut? Yeah.
I don't think it's French vanilla or hazelnut. It's something else. I can't remember what it's called.
Chocolate?
It's like, no, it's in a yellow golden label. It's
Now my wife's one. She likes to, man. She'll try a different creamer basically every time she goes and buys creamer for coffee.
Yeah, mine she'll just say get whatever's on sale, as long as it's zero sugar. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a zero sugar. That's French vanilla. I don't really use it that much, but I mean, I do have.
I don't know. I don't trust that stuff because it's supposed. They call it cream, but anything that can sit outside of a refrigerator for a week and not spoil I don't trust it.
Yeah, well, the stuff I use got to be refrigerated.
Yeah. I mean, it says to put it in the refrigerator, but you can keep it out. And it's not going to spoil. Not unlike milk. Like you leave milk out for one day, it's undrinkable, but not with that stuff.
Are you sure about that? I mean, because it's
sure.
in the refrigerator section at the grocery store.
I know. It's supposed to be cold, but it doesn't spoil like milk does.
Huh. I assumed that it did.
I do got this one creamer. It's a Delight brand. It's like called ice cream or coffee something.
Well, you just said you get cookies and cream creamer, so that tells us Pretty much all we need to know.
That one tastes
Ice
pretty
cream.
good. I don't use it that much. It tastes pretty good.
Yeah, I don't want my coffee to taste like ice cream. I want my coffee to taste like coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are the bowl games?
Does Jared get festive in the fall time and get a little pumpkin spice?
Oh, yeah, I guarantee you do.
Do I?
Do you like pumpkin spice?
If I go to my coffee shop,
See?
I might.
Told you.
There you go.
That's a given.
But sometimes, if I do get a tea, I'll get apple cinnamon.
I hear if you buy a box of Tampax, you get that pumpkin spice half off.
Do you get the ones with wings or without?
Without. Oh man, no. I just get them in K cups because they're easy to do. I hate putting them in a pot. That shit takes too much work.
Well, it's not a lot of work. I use the K cups just out of convenience. But
yeah, it's easy. It's easy.
Because I'm not going to drink a whole pot. So.
Dude, I got basically a whole box of K cups. I can do one every once in a while, but I bought some shit on a whim, and I've regretted that decision ever since. I don't know if you've ever had it, Pete, but I bought this shit called Death Wish coffee.
Death Wish? No.
Damn.
No, it's got like 5 times the normal amount of caffeine.
Oh yeah, I couldn't drink that. No way.
Oh yeah, like I said, I've regretted that decision ever since.
Yeah, I look like a crackhead walking around if I drank that. No, I'm sensitive to caffeine as it is. I love coffee.
Like I can drink a cup of coffee and lay down and take a nap.
I can't do that. No. If I drink 1 cup, I'm fine. If I drink 2 cups, then I'm jittery. If I drink 3 cups, forget about it. Like I'm fucked.
See, I'm the opposite. Like, especially when it's cold and I was working outside all the time, I drink coffee all day.
Buffer Billy says I already walk around like a crackhead. Damn.
Well, yes, we know.
I can't believe he won 10K
Well, he's talking about me.
on the election. Buffer Billy Paul. He won 10K for betting on the election.
He says he did.
You actually believe that?
Yeah.
Well, that's what he said.
I know.
He won it.
Hey, listen, if you believe that, I've got some beachfront property in Utah, I'll sell you.
Well, okay. Anyway.
I would like to know where he made that bet.
Tulane or Florida?
I'd like to know where he made that bet.
Yeah, I'd have to see a slip on that.
Yeah, a bet slip on that.
Mm-hmm. Now that's actually a good question because I know like Caesars and places like that, you can bet on it. Could you bet on the election with the Gypsy?
Yeah, they did. They did have a category on the Gypsy site for it. Yeah,
okay.
But there's a limit to how much you can bet. Like even on football, I think the cap for any one game is a $200 bet. So there's no way they would even take a $10,000 bet on that side. He's not on that side anyway. So
yeah, I pretty much stopped paying attention to it for the most part. I mean, I was scrolling Twitter and shit, just looking at shit. But like when he hit like plus 3,000 that night, or no, it was minus 3,000. When he hit minus 3,000 that night, I was like, yeah, this is a wrap.
I made a bet the other day on Clemson to win the national championship on the Gypsy site. $25 bet to win $950.
Oh, okay.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, I mean, I basically just gave away $25, but hey, it's worth the risk.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's low risk.
Yeah, low risk, low bet, low risk. If I win, high payout.
High reward. It's the best kind of bet there is.
I think it was
these bowl games. Who you got for Florida and Tulane?
Florida by a million.
Florida big, yeah.
So, did you bet on the Tulane game, Tulane Florida game?
I have not yet. I haven't bet on any other game. I bet on Clemson to cover the 11.5. That's the only one I've bet on so far.
I'll take Florida minus whatever.
I'll probably bet some of those bowl games the day of the game, but I'm not doing it yet.
Okay.
Need to see who's not playing, who is playing, all that kind of thing.
Yeah. With that being said, I fucking take Miami on the money line because Cam Ward is playing.
Yeah, I probably would have taken Miami on the money line anyway.
You see, they benched what's his face, Kirk Cousins. They put in Michael Penix.
Yeah, the worst contract in the history of contracts. 4 years, $90 million. He made it through 14 games. He's guaranteed. No, 4 years. What was it? 4 years, $120 million. $90 million guaranteed.
Yes.
So
he's washed up.
So, and they're about to draft a quarterback probably. So they paid this guy $90 million for 14 games.
Well, they did draft a quarterback. But...
Dude, I mean, how much blackmail does Kirk Cousins' agent have on people?
He's got the best agent in the history of agents.
I swear, man.
Yeah, maybe ever.
Yeah, I hope I hope he bought him a house or something in some island somewhere.
Kirk Cousins owes this guy a happy ending at this point.
Yeah,
because he sure got him one.
Kirk Cousins, man, he just from last year to the year before, he just ain't the same quarterback.
He's made like $500 million in the NFL or something crazy like that.
Being mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Making it. Go ahead.
He looked good in like that stretch of 4 or 5 games when we were winning. But
oh, Arthur Blank's a 5-star dummy.
Yeah, Arthur Blank should have never signed Kirk Cousins. He should have kept what he had with Michael Penix.
I mean, he played good against Tampa. But...
Is it worth $120 million?
15 points on the board is not good.
Yeah, I know.
That's not good. That's why he got bit.
Tampa's on a hot streak now. I don't know if they would do that now. Baker's playing out of his mind.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna win the South, for sure.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna win. They're gonna win the South, and I said it. I said it preseason. I said, watch out for Tampa Bay to make some noise in the postseason, and everybody called me crazy.
What about Chris Godwin?
What about him?
What's his injury update?
He may never take another snap in a Tampa uniform. He's done for the year, and he's a free agent at the end of the year.
That's a weapon to lose that they shouldn't lose right there. I mean, he's good. That's that second option to have. I mean, he's a good weapon.
Yeah, but if you're going to put a gun to my head and say I got to keep one of them, I'm keeping Mike Evans.
Yeah, absolutely.
But who's younger?
What's that got to do with anything?
Godwin's younger, but what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, Evans is better.
Mike Evans is a first ballot Hall of Famer already.
Yeah.
And if he keeps going at the pace he's going at, he's fixing to have yet another season of 1,000 yards, which would be 11 straight, 12 straight, something like that.
Yeah. I have to go. So there is that. All right. Thank you, Jarrett.
Yep. Anytime.
Talk to you later. Go drink some decaf, buddy, and calm down. All right, Vic Tube.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Yeah.
Talk to you later. All right, Slim.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you later.
All right, buddy.
All right, that's going to do it for me as well, everybody. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. There will be no midday show on Friday because I'll be driving. Well, actually, I don't know. I might have time. It's going to depend on what's going on. We're leaving here around 12 or 1 o'clock. So if I'm going to do it, I'll have to do it earlier than normal. But it's going to depend on what Mrs. Peete needs me to do to get ready to go. So We'll see. But I probably will check in with you guys while I'm at Colby's wedding, so keep your notifications on for that. Other than that, everybody have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you soon.